What's up guys, Dan Mernan here, and this video is going to be quick, it's going to be short, and it's going to be straight to the point, okay? Winter's coming soon, it's already getting cold here, we've had the temperatures in the 40s up here in Ohio. So, how do you winterize a pressure washer pump? What stuff do I use? I mean, do I use the antifreeze coolant? Do I use windshield washer fluid? Or do I use something like a pump guard thing? I mean, what is this stuff? It says pressure washer, pump guard. I don't know, right? It can be kind of confusing. And we typically like to complicate simple situations, right? And it is a lot. When you look at that shelf and you're researching, man, which ones do I buy? Which, I don't want to blow the pump. That's the biggest thing, right? All right, so let's get right into it. Now, if you have a smaller unit on a cart like this one or Honda Simpson, this stuff is very easy to use and it's fairly cheap, I think. There you have it, $9.99 on Amazon Prime. It's better than nothing, folks, especially for smaller units. We'll thread this right on to the inlet. And then with your ignition switch off, we're gonna pull start it a few times while we squeeze this, until we see it coming out. There, see the blue juice? We want it to come out of the outlet. There we go. That's literally all you gotta do, okay? So, I call it blue juice, because it's basically universal. It's basically windshield washer fluid. Same thing as your putting in your windshield wipers. So then we just take this off and store this puppy for the winter. All right, it's that easy. All right, maybe you have a Honda Simpson, a GCV 190. This was my first pressure washer ever. And this thing was $100 used and it still runs. I barely use it, but I still maintain it and take care of it. So same thing we're gonna do on this one as we did on the other one. We're just gonna thread this on, ignition switch off, and we're gonna pull this a couple times until we see the blue juice coming out of where you would hook your pressure line up to, your outlet. There it is. I don't know if you can see that really well, but you can see the green coming out of there, the blue. That's good. So we know this is in our pump and it's gonna protect it from freezing over the winter. And when it freezes, water's gonna expand and it's gonna ruin the pump. We don't want that. So we know that this one is winterized now, and so is this smaller one. And that's important. Even if you don't use them, it's still important to do that. Just in case, what if you ever want to sell it or you ever need to use it for something small, take care of it. So when it comes to these, it doesn't really matter what you use. This is going to be probably your cheapest and most convenient option. This is just regular windshield washer fluid. All right, that can get to negative 20 degrees. That's pretty cold, so this stuff is going to definitely protect our pumps over the winter, okay? Now you can also use antifreeze. The biggest problem when you're using antifreeze though is you cannot, like windshield washer fluid, when you're ready to get it out of your pump, you can just dump that on the sidewalk or whatever, and it's not going to really affect anything. As to antifreeze, antifreeze is very hazardous and it will kill dogs and cats and crap like that, so you can get in a lot of trouble if you just dump this. So you're gonna have to dispose of it properly come springtime when you're ready to get back to work. You're gonna have to pump it out of your pump, and dump it the proper way. So I try not to use this. I really like blue juice. We call it blue juice. And we just use regular windshield washer fluid. So that's what it is. Now, I'll show you on my trailer here, on my pressure washer rig, it's a little bit different because I have a whole setup with a buffer tank and everything like that. So, first things first, when it comes to my garden hose and my water coming in, I'm not worried about the garden hose because when I roll this reel up, this is basically draining out onto the ground, and it's a lot more flexible, right? So this is good, not worried about that at all. When it comes to my roof pump, is what I will do is, you know, my soft wash pump, my roof pump, whatever you want to call it, my soft wash system, I will basically drain that best as I can with the pump and just kind of make sure my hose is clear. That's the best I can do. Like I said, if your pump goes, which I usually replace them in the springtime, you know, anyways, always have a backup one over here. You know, that it is what it is, okay? So I'm mostly worried about my pressure washer. You know, these pumps are $500-600 to replace. It's a Comet 5.5 gallon a minute, and all my pressure line hose over there. So since this is my buffer tank, my water tank, I have to drain all this water out through my dump valve right here. So I will do that, and then I'm gonna pour the blue juice in here. So it's gonna come through here, just like I'm feeding water to my pressure washer, I'm gonna feed the blue juice, okay? And then basically I'm gonna cycle it through. I'm gonna take my pressure washer hose and I'm gonna put it back in my tote. So once it's coming out of my pressure washer hose, I know that everything is winterized and ready to go, okay? I hope that makes sense. It's a little more complicated than just doing a small pump like those. So basically you want to make sure that your blue juice is circulating through your pump and your pressure washer hose. Now, is what I could do also, which I do, is I got a jump line going to my hose reel. I'm gonna disconnect it there, and that way I'm only circulating, you know, 10 feet instead of 210 feet through the reel. So I will take those hoses off, I'll make sure that they're all drained and just physically walk them out myself. And then I will make sure that my pump is the main focus to winterize is your pump. So I'll make sure my pump is circulating straight blue windshield washer fluid, blue juice, okay? That is the steps of winterizing your pressure washer, pumps, and everything like that. I hope that makes sense. Please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and we have a lot more videos coming. I release them every Friday morning at 11 a.m. You will get a how-to video Fridays at 11 a.m. and you also get an extra fun vlog video on my business, where we're at and where we're going, on Mondays at 8 p.m. Okay? Mondays at 8, Friday at 11 a.m. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. You can follow me on TikTok. My name is Danny's Vlog. All right.